and resettled IDP returnees on this auspicious occasion for commissioning of Auno 582 bedroom housing units strategically located at Auno village, Kondiga local government area. The state government in its giant stride to relocate internally displaced persons within the frameworks of best practices globally crafted and recognized over times, which have incorporated all the durable solutions required in rehabilitation, resettlement, and reintegration of population of concern as adopted by Borno state government. The state government has referred to respected global protocols and guiding principles on return through relocation of internally displaced persons, practically the Kampala Convention, where safety, dignity, and voluntariness of return was rightly encapsulated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we wish to bring to your kind information that the state has rolled numerous social investment and protection packages for all the categories of displaced persons, both return and yet to be relocated, to boost livelihood opportunities and empowerment through human capital development. Bowing to its goodwill, it has provided accommodation through the Borno Rural Housing Project and different livelihoods packages and cash intervention support, especially to the resettled IDPs of 5 local government areas. Mabar and Abadam local government areas housed in Mogolis, as well as Kondiga, Bama, and Damboa LGS housed in NYC camp. So far, the state government has spent about 200 million naira for this noble objective, in a bid to add value to their well-being and appreciate the resilience developed by our internal displaced persons over time, almost close to 1 decade, living in temporary and emergency shelters. Now we have moved them to next level of self-sufficiency and independence. Activities so far initiated by the state government and implemented through various MDS, more especially SEMA and MRR, is double-edged sword. Apart from rehabilitation and resettlement, it is important to mention that 100% functionality of government institutions hitherto occupied by internally displaced persons is restored. As a responsible and responsive government striving to enshrine good governance, this important milestone of reopening Mogolis for educational activities and NYC for corpus geared towards renewed commitments to boost national unity and integration, which clearly indicate efforts toward restoration of these institutions to their primary functions and responsibilities. I want to assure you that government will respect and implement the early recovery and stabilization piece, building social cohesion and sustainable development components, resettlement and reintegration. Inshallah, government will very soon look into the possibility of closing other camps that are inside Maiduguri Metro. I want to direct the Ministry for RRR, the chairman and members of the resettlement committee to swing into action immediately with a view to closing more camps immediately. The situation in the IDP camps now are not palatable. There is increasing prostitution in the IDP camps. There is increasing drug abuse in the IDP camp. Some are living inside the town, but coming into the IDP camps in the morning to receive food items from non-governmental organizations. Some are coming on a monthly basis to receive food items, and therefore such conditions will never be accepted by the government of Borno State under my leadership. Furthermore, all those IDPs that have returned to Auno or their respective villages shall not be allowed to go back to the IDP camps again. The security agencies are hereby advised or directed to arrest any internally displaced persons that have left the IDP camp to resettle here or in their main villages, but somehow voluntarily, without any cogent reason, prefer to again return to IDP camp.